All right, good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. So I am Oracle. Okay, this is actually going to be some channel dreams. Okay, I'm hoping they reach whoever they need to reach in time. I don't know who they're for or in what reference to. I'm going to start off with the most current one that I had. Okay, um, so this is okay. This has to do with a graduation, and it looked like a military graduation being held at a hotel near water. Okay, um, it was very simple. Now the military may have nothing to do with this, okay, but someone here is attending a graduation, or a graduation ceremony is being held at some sort of hotel near an ocean, okay, a large body of water. As I was walking in one of the rooms, the classrooms, the graduation ceremony was coming to an end. It was nighttime, it was night outside. But all of a sudden, it was like the windows of the hotel wasn't there, and there was a banister, and all of a sudden, there was black water rising up. The tides, it was storming outside, and there were tides of water, okay, washing over this banister into the hotel room. Like, I don't even know how this is possible that someone would build a hotel this close to the water, okay? Um, but it was like the ocean was rising up, okay? And this water started pouring into the hotel. And people were just sitting there like it was normal, but the water washed up over my legs and it was ice cold. And so I started moving down to the lower levels for whatever reason. And I heard somebody say, as they were coming up, they were discussing, the hotel manager and someone was discussing flood protection. Okay, so this may be a warning to you. Okay, if you are traveling somewhere, if you are getting ready to go to a graduation and it is near water and it is at a hotel, you need to make sure that you get some sort of insurance, hotel insurance, flood insurance. Okay, I'm sure the hotel has insurance, but make sure you include that into, if you're staying there, include that into your room stay, okay? Because the devastation afterwards, people's stuff was washed out in the hallways, okay? The hotel was pretty much flooded. It was ruined, all right? I almost, in the dream, it almost felt like the water, the ocean was going to wash this hotel. Like, it almost seemed like it just had this feeling of this hotel was going to be washed away, okay? And it was a massive hotel, very tall. But in the aftermath, the hotel stood, okay? It was just a lot of water damage, a lot of people, things were ruined and damaged, okay? So this is for someone. Get flood protection if you are staying at a hotel near water, okay, for a graduation. Also, the second dream have to do with air balloons, which is rare because, from my understanding, dreams about air balloons are extremely rare. Now, I had this dream maybe a few weeks ago, and I didn't post it. I actually forgot this, and it was funny how it happened because I was in my house, and out of the corner on from the east side, the balloons rose up at the corner of the east side. Like, these were massive air balloons. Like, they came up out of the ground, okay? But I'm sure this is just how the dream unfolded. But there was 3 air balloons, and they rose up on the east corner of the house, and they started drifting towards the back of the house. Now, one air balloon, as it was going up, got caught and tangled up in the trees. And the second air balloon, coincidentally, started to come down on the back deck to the point where it clipped my elbow as it fell, as it tumbled to the back deck. And the third air balloon continued to rise, okay? It was the only one that made it above the tree lines, the wires, all of that, to continue to fly on where it was going. Okay, so if this is also a warning, if you are considering doing air balloon, okay, you need to be mindful of power lines, trees. Make sure you have insurance, okay? All right, but this is also about expectations, lofty expectations, okay? You could have very high aspirations, very high dreams, okay? But if you don't, the first balloon was, yeah, it had enough momentum, okay, to get off the ground. It had enough momentum, but it did not see the tangled trees. It did not see, it could not maneuver, okay, around these trees because it did not plan, okay? There was some planning that went into this idea, okay, but it was not enough planning that went into this idea, okay. And so that's why this air balloon, it got caught up in the trees, okay. It didn't have enough momentum. It didn't have enough air, all right, to keep it going, all right. So it almost felt like it gave up. All right, this particular air balloon or idea, okay, it had some sort of momentum, but did y'all see that? It sure did slide down. Yeah. Okay. All right. It had enough. It didn't have enough momentum. All right. Or someone here wasn't persistent enough. All right, to get this idea off the ground. Okay. It fell through. Somebody's idea, it seemed like it fell through. Well, it didn't go anywhere. Okay. It didn't have enough speed. It didn't have enough momentum. It didn't have enough air to keep it in order to maneuver around whatever obstacle that it came across. Okay, so there wasn't enough planning that went into this idea. Okay, and then the second air balloon, the one that tumbled to the deck, was almost as if it was inviting me to get on this air balloon. Okay, the way it tumbled, it was like I was like, and it was like a very light air balloon. It didn't hurt or anything when it clipped my elbow, but it was almost like an invitation to take off. Okay, that there's, it's something is waiting for you. An idea is waiting. Okay, so someone here, there's an idea that's waiting for you to take off with it. Okay, so but you need to do some planning. Okay, some strategizing. Okay, maybe even getting assistance with it. Okay, and then for the third air balloon, okay, it took off. It fully managed to maneuver around all trees, wire lines, power lines. Okay, it just kept going higher and higher and higher. Okay, 747 on the clock. Okay, so I feel like somebody here has had some trouble getting some ideas off the ground. Okay, you know, um, air balloons is also indicating of travel, indicating of freedom. Okay, make sure if you are taking an air balloon ride this summer that you get insurance. Okay, and you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, you have someone experienced. But I feel like these are about ideas. Okay, to be persistent. Okay, to be persistent, because you are going to take off. Okay, you are going to be able to maneuver around all obstacles, okay, placed in your path. Okay, but you have to do the work. You have to plan. You have to make sure you have all the resources and everything necessary, okay, to ensure that your air balloon, okay, your idea, okay, stays in the air. Okay, it gets lift off. It gets the momentum that it needs in order, all right, to be successful. All right. But that was the craziest dream, because I've never dreamed about air balloons before. And for some of you, this idea is going to take off. All right, it's going to be very successful. It's going to be like liftoff for you. Okay, so whoever this message resonates for, I hope and I pray, and I wish you the very best. Okay, in all your endeavors, and just to be safe. Okay, as you travel or you go on any adventures. All right, that is all for the channel Dreams this morning, y'all. I'll be back with readings later on, so stay tuned. Peace, love, and light.